This is Dominic, and I wanted to walk you through our new process for capturing your gradebook data at the end of the semester. We heard your frustrations about how difficult it was to print out CSV files, and so what we've done is replaced it with a way for you to submit your CSV files digitally. Each of you will have your own form that's tied to your site, and this is exactly what this one looks like for Peninsula. So you'll see here in the directions, we're going to upload CSV files from your Canvas gradebook to this form. First thing we're going to want to do, as it describes here, is we're going to download the gradebook from each of your courses, and you would want a gradebook CSV file for each of the courses with all of the sections therein combined. So as an example of that, I'll jump into a course here. This is Miss Wisecarver's course. I'll click on her grades, and then I will be able to go to actions at this point. And I do want to double check actually before I export that the totals are included not only with the percentage but with the letter grade that's associated with them. If you're not sure that you're pulling from the right grading period, you can also go and look at view and filter by grading periods. For Peninsula, they're a trimester system, so I'm seeing that this is trimester 3. If you're in a semester system, it should say spring 2019. Okay. Notice also next to the grades, there's no exclamation marks or anything strange that's kind of flagging them. This is saying that these are the accurate grades at this point. So I'm just going to go over to Actions over here, and I'm going to click Export. And you'll see you'll get a little message at the top over here that says the book's been exported. I would repeat this process for every course I have. So for instance, if I jumped into her Oscar class, I would then also go to Gradebooks, and I would download Gradebooks from here as well. Now notice in this one there is the exclamation mark, and if I hover over the exclamation mark for a second, it'll tell me that, for instance, in this instance, there is no scores for the notebooks that's been included. So maybe there's an error there in the overall grade calculation that you would want to look at before you exported this gradebook. But I'm going to assume that that's good to go, and I would go ahead and hit export on this one as well. And there it is, it's off and running. So once I have my gradebooks exported, I'm ready to go back to the form. And when I'm in the form, it's going to ask me for my last name, it's going to ask me for my first name, and then down below here is the area where I'm going to start to upload the actual gradebooks. Course number 1, in this case I'm going to say it was PE, and I think it was just PE 1-2. And here I'm going to click on Add File. When I click the Add File button, it's going to allow me to select the files from my device. I'm going to go ahead and select that, and you'll see if I go to my Downloads folder that the files are named very specifically, and they usually always include the name of the course that's in them. This default name is perfectly fine to keep, and just make sure it keeps the .csv extension that's on it. So if I just select that one, because I know it's tied to the PE course, and I can double check it here, I will just say upload. Okay. Then I'm ready to go to the next course I teach. So in this case, I'm going to do the Oscar course. So Oscar, and here too I'm going to add a file. I'm going to go back to select my files, and I'm going to go and find the CSV file that's labeled for Oscar, right, for the 3rd trimester. I'll open that, and I will upload it. And you'll see that now for each course I teach, regardless if there's multiple sections, I'm just submitting one gradebook for that course. So in this case, I'm just going to say that this teacher, Carolyn, only has 2 preps. She's got PE and she's got Oscar, therefore she only needs to upload 2 gradebooks. She can leave these other ones blank for course 3, course 4, course 5, because those would essentially be different preps. Once you have those files in place and you've named it, you can see at the very bottom of the page there is just a submit button. And once that's submitted, then your SDA will receive all the digital copies of your gradebooks, and she will have backup copies, or he will have backup copies if they should need them. Hope this helps. Take care.